Hi guys, welcome back to the Premier Hotspur TV. It's your man Simon, North of England's biggest Spurs fan. Yes, guys, we are back with our transfer update, guys. Yes, guys, we are back with a transfer update tonight. Me and co-host Matt is back in the building. Matt, how's it going?
Yeah, that was better than Sky Sports one. That theme tune, I think I like that. Yeah, no, yeah, it's good. Yeah, no, I'm all good. To be fair, been another. We just watched a cracking game only about an hour ago, didn't we? I mean, that was edge of your seat stuff, but yeah, it was good for a neutral to watch because I'm not. I think a draw's a great result, but for Man City, but for other teams as well. But yeah, no, I'm all good, mate. And I'm looking forward to getting into some transfer rumours. Who I think what we should be getting, and I suppose there'll be a lot of topics. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it, mate.
Yeah, absolutely, Matt. I mean, there was fans going crazy again today. I mean, off their high horses again. You know what I mean? It's happening again. We told you so, and all this about guys. We know what Daniel Levy's like. Yes, it's happened year after year. But guys, please just wait until things happen. It doesn't mean I know what's been said because I've read that article what Alistair Gold put out. It does say in there that it's going to be tight in January and things like that. But that don't mean we're not getting no one. I mean, I think I've already heard that the big money is going to be spent in the summer anyway. So this doesn't mean that we're not getting no one. I mean, a couple of loans, a couple of frees. I mean,
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot.
people,
There's a lot of stuff out there.
people who Conte maybe surprise everyone and bring someone in and make it work. So I mean, look at what he done at Milan, Ashley Young, Victor Moses, and things like that. I mean, so yeah. So me personally, guys, I'll just let's wait. Let's just wait. I know people up there saying yes, it's happened. It's going to happen again. It's going to happen again. But me personally, I'd rather just wait until we actually
I'm only
know
in
what's going on in this transfer window.
We're only in the 3rd of January, or what we're in, 2nd or 3rd. So it's 2nd of Jan. So it's only been a day. Calm down, everyone.
Exactly. I mean, because I think some of these sources, sites, or whatever you want to call them, I don't believe them, I don't trust them. They're out there to get clicks and bites and get everyone to believe it. You know what I mean? Jump on the wagon and retweet, and all this. I don't really listen to it. Me personally, I'll just wait and see. We have got Mr. Daigle. Yes. Boys, how are you both? We are very well, Brian.
Yeah, Brian, yeah.
Brian's been a busy man over the last couple of days. Brian, I hope you're well. Hope you're good. Hope you had a good new year. Happy New Year to you. And thanks for all the support in 2021. And hope it continues in 2022, my friend. And Nippon, how's it going, my friend? Chelsea today. Well, after 2-0 down, 2-2, you controlled the second half. But we'll get into that some other time, Nippon. But thanks for coming in, pal. So, Matt, let's get into it, Matt. Let's get into some of these players that we think that we've been linked with, Matt. Yeah, we've been linked with some of the positions, and let's start with the one. It's been on everyone's lips since the summer, and it's this guy here, Matt. Dusan Vlahovic. Matt, we know he's born on the 28th of January 2000, guys. He's 6'3", guys. He's a striker. His current club is Fiorentina. His market value is about £63 million. And if I take that off, Matt, so we can see at the bottom, that's it. That's better. So yes, it's around 63 million. I've heard about 55 million pound if someone really goes in now for him, Matt. And he's altogether he's played 96 matches, guys, scored 47 goals and 4 assists. Matt, is this the sort of guy that we need as a backup to Harry Kane. Do you think we're going to get him? Someone like this in January? We know it's a real tight window. It's only a month. Florentine's not going to want to lose him, are they? But it's an incredible record he's got there. He's doing well this season. Do we have to get him now, or fear losing him in the summer?
Well, I think there's a lot of stuff that's come out, especially with the Lukaku stuff. Whether you want to believe that, or not. Obviously, we're hearing rumours that Spurs may drop interest in him to go and get Lukaku, but Chelsea and Spurs don't do business, so I don't think that happens. Or not for.
And Lukaku has already said he doesn't want to stay in England, and he's fed up with England. Right, he wants to go back to Inter Milan in Italy. So that is out of the equation. It's just another people just throwing rubbish out there, let people just click at it and retweet it and get them on their side. Me personally, Matt, I say Lukaku, if it's not going to be a no-no, it's going to be a no-no to Tottenham. Seriously, it has to be this guy. But go on, Matt. Go on. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I do think Vlahovic is a good. I think he's a really good player, and I think he is someone we could do with. I just can't see it possibly happening in January. I just think maybe it is just too much money to throw around. Maybe they've got a proper summer plan and he's trying to plan ahead with better players. And I mean, I think try and be smarter in January. I think you don't have to throw money at a manager. I think you just have to give him who he wants and other alternatives and people that he thinks he can work with. You've looked at Conte. Who thought of Marcus Alonso when he was at Bolton? He was an absolute disaster, and then Conte brought him back, and then he turned him into a world beater at left wing back, didn't he? So I think there will be a couple of surprise names where they may not, we may not go, oh, that's not a top signing, but we've we tried a few top signings. I mean, I compare someone like Ndombele. We thought that was a really good signing, and it's ended up flat on our arse, really, isn't it? I mean, he's probably going to be looking to be sold. I think it depends on how much money we can raise, about who we can get as well. But yeah, I think they could. I think they could do a deal, and I think they could leave it to the summer, and maybe if they're clever enough and try and get an agreement with Vlahovic and his agent and Fiorentina, we'll pay you, I don't know, maybe in the summer 60 million, or maybe 58 and add-ons or something like that. I think the only way we get him in January is some form of maybe obligation to buy or something like that with a loan, like we did with Romero. But I do think that will be difficult because a problem with a loan to buy is Fiorentina are still going to have to go and find a replacement, aren't they?
Absolutely.
So yeah, I'd love to have him. But I think we could leave it to the summer, and I think we could still get him because I don't know who's going to be going for him. You look at City, the way they're playing. Do they even need a striker? Man United. I don't think I can't see why he'd want to go there. I think Conte's the right fit for him, but yeah, I suppose it's up to him. I mean, he might want to stay in the Italian league. We just don't know. But he's a very good striker, and I think he'd be really good for us and offer another alternative to Kane, or if they wanted to play two up front. But yeah, I don't know. I think time will tell. I just think I'm not going to go too over the top like other Spurs fans and panic just yet. I mean, we're only just at the beginning of January. I mean, no one's really signed anyone really. So yeah, but I think it'd be a great option, mate. And I just think it'll be tough to do in January, especially with Fiorentina battling for the top four in Italy as well. I mean, it's going to be hard.
So that's that, guys. And his contract, Matt, Vlahovic, it runs out in 2023. So we've still got time on his contract there. So guys, if you just tuned in, we are speaking about this guy, the most talked about, sourced out guy out there at the minute, the Fiorentina striker, Dusan Vlahovic. And the record speaks for itself. I mean, he's really banging in the goals as well. I think he'll fit Tottenham's and Conte the way he plays very well. So that will be an absolute fantastic signing, me personally. Let's see what the guys in the chat, would you like to have someone like Dusan Vlahovic Do you think we can get him? Is there, or do you think fear losing him in the summer? And big up KJTV. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, buds. Brian says, all good, boys. Happy New Year to you both and your families. Thank you very much, Brian.
Same to you too, mate.
And Dietrich Kane says, our top transfers for this winter are a centre-back, Bastoni, Bremer from Torino, and guard, is it from Rennes? Botman, is it Schlotterbuck, Martinez, right wing back is Lamptey, Traore, James, Justin, and Aaron.
James Justin. Yeah, but James Justin's injured, isn't he, at the moment? So,
some really good names there. Dietrich, happy New Year. And hope you've had a real good New Year, and thanks for all the support in 2021. Hope it continues into 2022 and still watch Premier Hotspur TV. And Paul says, evening and Happy New Year, Simon and Matt. Paul, thank you very much.
Cheers,
Happy New Year to you too and your family. And same to you, mate. Thanks for all your support in 2021. Transfer window, lots of patience required. Absolutely. Bishop's Kane says, centre mid, Savic, Kessie. He's going through it now. Is it David? Is it Ferrati?
Fratesi, I think it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
I do like that. I like Olmo. I like that Olmo from Leipzig. Danny Olmo. He's really good.
Yeah. Another one. But if we only get Vlahovic, I'll personally kiss Daniel Levy's bald head. Mr. Daigle, how are you doing, brother? Paul says, regardless of any position to be filled, a creative midfielder definitely is a necessity. Absolutely, 100%. Derek says, big up you guys. Happy New Year. Big up, Derek. Happy New Year. Thanks for your support as well, pal. Sam says, if we don't go in for Vlahovic now, I think a big team comes in big money and gets him in the summer. Sometimes you have to jump the queue in January to make this kind of signings. Absolutely, Simon. Thanks for coming in, my friend. Jake says, I've never been more angry than tonight. Our owners are a disgrace out of the title race in January. I'm so pissed. Jake. Come on, lad.
Still a long way to go.
We wish to have some of your fans. I'll tell you that, I'm sure. I think I'm speaking to like someone like a Burnley fan here. So big up, Jake, though. Big up, Jake. KJ says Vlahovic will be a marquee signing, but will never happen with Leavely. District says, Happy New Year, guys. I hope you guys reach 1K soon. We hope so. We think we will do. District says, thoughts on Hoiberg. That's probably for another show. We just want to, Districts, we just want to crack on with the ones we want to get through the door. Jake says, 11 points behind City, not a chance. We're done. Come on the stage. Thanks for coming in as well, pal. Thanks for your support as well in 2021. Vlahovic reports wants to complete the season with Florentine before leaving. I think we need to write it off. There must be another striker options. We can strike a deal now and say, listen, we'll wait till the summer then. I mean, we'll wait till summer. We'll crack a deal now. Yeah. Just pay the money what he wants. Pay what he wants, and that's it, the deal. And then Higgs comes in summer. And I think we can do it like that. And I think we can probably go through the season, Matt, probably get someone on loan or something. Someone's out there on free.
There's
just to fill that void. Yeah, absolutely. We got Ian Roberts. Yes, Mr. Ian. Big lads in the building. Oi, lads. Happy New Year. Up the city. Ian, absolutely fantastic to have you in here. I'll see you tomorrow if you're in at work. And City, mate, absolutely flying at the minute. Seriously. Big up to the City as well. You and Jake can have a little convo in here as well.
Cheers for that Rodri goal. That was beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. And Happy New Year to you, mate, and to your family. And thanks for your support as well. You're always in the chat as well when you can. Simon says, Jake, we're happy to swap owners with you. With your problem is, even in our wildest dreams, our owners are too tight-fisted to even pay the legal fees. I'm not reading that one out. That is some joker. Some jokers in the building. So Vlahovic, Matt, we've gone through that. We need a striker. Maybe that's probably the best option we've got at the minute.
I suppose, do you want a player who doesn't, who's wants, I suppose, just for him, for what he's done for Fiorentina, he probably just wants to finish you don't really want to have a player who's kind of not ready to come. You know, if he's still got Fiorentina, if he just wants to finish it on a high, then I think let him. I think that would be you don't want an upset player. I mean,
absolutely, Matt. Absolutely. Me, I'd rather wait if we can strike a deal now and say, right, he's coming in the summer, guys. It's already done. I'll be happy with that. And if we can get someone in now just to help out Kane.
Yeah, and I think we just have to think we are a big club as well. Like, there are big clubs out there, but we are one of them as well. And we have to start thinking like that again. So I don't want to be scared of other teams in the market. You know what? If we we got Ndombele when Man City were tracking him. So sometimes players don't want to always go to, those teams. They might have that team that they're set on, and they go and get them. So, yeah.
So Matt, next one up. It's this man. It's another one on everyone's lips at the minute. Everyone's talking about him. Gill him in. I'm not a big fan of this guy, but his record really is fantastic. I didn't know how good this record is, but it comes with the name of Frank Kessie. Matt, this player here, he's 25 years old. Matt, he was born on the 13th of the 12th to 1996. His height is 6'. His position is centre midfield. His current team is AC Milan. He's a free agent in 2022, Matt. Next summer, it's a free agent. Matches played 159, goals 34, and assists is 13. Very good for that position, Matt.
Yeah, no, it is very, very good. Sometimes I think a lot of been said about him that some people don't rate him or think he's a bit average. But what could he do under? You look at what Conte's done with some of our players who are average or even below average. He gets the best out of you, and he's done that a lot with his teams, where you think these players are done, and then if you have a good attitude and you work hard, he will coach you until you're spot on, basically. So I think it'd be a good signing. I think he's another option in midfield. He can get goals in midfield. He's done it for Milan. He does score a couple of goals. And I just think this season, I know the Milan fans are very cross with him, and I think I'll bring it back to similar what happened with Eriksen and that last year at Spurs. He wasn't playing out of his skin completely for the team or the club because he knew he was going to get his free move and he didn't want to get injured or I suppose in your head you're thinking, oh, if I get a bad injury, I could be stuck here or I won't get my move that I want. So I think for him, he's not playing fully in himself, but I think for a free, I think it'll be done in the summer because I think at the moment it's going to be 40 million to get him in January or roughly that. But I just
what news going around, Matt, is between £8 to £9 million to get him now in January.
Oh, wow.
If that's the case, if that's the truth, mate, I'll pay it because do you know what? I've seen him a couple more times now. I've seen that record. I didn't know how good he was, Matt. That record is, and for a big lad, he's good on his feet as well. So it's probably what we need as well, Matt. He's.
It's just
I wasn't sure, Matt. I wasn't sure, to be honest. When people at first, when it a couple months ago, I thought, I've watched him a fair few times with Milan. I don't really. What's the big fuss about him? Is he better than what we got?
I think you really have to read into it.
Told us.
Yeah, he's not one of these ones where you watch clips and he's like an Ndombele, like a YouTube reel, and you go, "Wow, I can't wait to see him." And then he's,
absolutely.
He's not that type, but he's solid. He gets goals and he does the midfielder's job. And it's like I say, if Conte wants him, you go and get him if it's a smart deal. But maybe if Spurs want to prioritise other positions, they may get a pre-contract agreement done, like what Chelsea do with like players like Ziyech they've done in the past, and we'll have him in the summer, and he can have a proper pre-season, and we get it done early, which would be great.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I think it'd be a good option, definitely.
Paul says thoughts on Coutinho talk yet again. We'll come to that one. We'll come to that, Paul, if you hold in there, matey. Cronkadot says, by the way, less than 20 million for Adama should surely be worth a punt. If Conte can do to him the same he's done with Ben Davis. Big up, Matt. Happy New Year to you as well, matey. Super Leeds.
Great result.
Yes, good result today. Probably another coffin, another nail in the coffin for Burnley. So yeah, nice one, Matt. Dietrich says if you guys watch those, oh yeah, that's that team in Italy in the near future. Keep an eye.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I've seen this guy before. Yeah, great underrated striker. Yeah, I've seen this guy a couple of times. Oh yeah, Happy New Year, boys. Yeah, Happy New Year to you, Matt, as well. Absolutely, Happy New Year to mate, you and your family. So Matt, it's Frank Kessie, and he's a free agent. Big yes, yeah. Is this the one you say? Yeah, let's get this one.
Well, I mean, I'd like him. I think Paratici, obviously,
And
likes
the guys
sort
in chat, Kessie, and things. Your
I
thoughts
don't
on
think he'd be a
Vlahovic as
bad.
well.
Yeah, I don't think he'd be a bad option. Like I say, if Conte thinks he can get the best out of him and wants him, then I want him. And from what I'm hearing, it sounds like he does really like him and rate him. He's got an engine on him, and I think he'll offer a bit more maybe than someone like Højbjerg, personally, in my opinion. But
Yeah.
I think I'd go and do it. But it's like I say, let's just not be silly and just throw money at big names all the time. Like we've done that. I think that's been some of our mistakes a few times recently.
Yeah. Then you leave just watching YouTube and watching
videos. That way, or our scouts just watching reels of players doing skills.
Lazy scouting it over the years.
I think in a Conte team, you have to have not only ability, but I think it's more hard work and and a good attitude, and then he'll try and get the rest out of you.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's Frank Kessie, guys. In the chat, would you take him as a free agent? Would you pay the release clause now? As Matt said, it could be 14 million. I think Matt was saying there. I've heard 8 to 9 million. So we don't know how much. It's probably around that mark, what me and Matt's trying to say there. Would you take him now? Or would you just say, do you know what? Let's strike a deal for another one in the summer. So we'll have Vlahovic coming in, we'll have Kessie coming in. It's probably the future is looking quite good in the summer. Do you know what I mean? So these are probably deals we probably look to in the summer. So that's Kessie. So guys in the chat, what do you think about Kessie? Vlahovic, we've been spoken about. Them two big top of the tree names on our wish list, Matt. And I think Conte will love both of them. So we go from Kessie to he's on about a right back at the minute, Matt. He's on about that right-handed side. He's not.
Right wing back, isn't it?
I don't think he's convinced with Royale. So I've got a chat here. Sergio says Conte would not have joined if he was not given money to spend in January. It is as simple as that. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you and your families, mate. Thanks for your support in 2021. Hope it continues throughout this year now and help us get to 1K subs. And yeah, I totally agree what you said. Me and Matt were saying this all the time. It would never come if he wasn't guaranteed funds, and that's what Matt's trying to say. It doesn't mean that January comes along now we're gonna plow 150 million. It's not going to happen in this window. It's going to happen in the summer, I think.
I think the summer's the big build. I really do.
Yeah, absolutely. Simon says I'm not convinced about Kessie, but a bit like Jure. He's got a lot of energy, and that's vital to Conte's system. So I wouldn't say no, especially at 9 million. Absolutely. Between that and what Matt said as well, if it's a reason that, do you know what? You'll probably take a punt and getting them now. If that's the ace walks. So we've gone through a striker, top of our tree, Vlahovic, Kessie, centre midfielder. We're probably helping that position, Matt. We yesterday again. I mean, watching that yesterday, Matt. Someone like a Kessie will definitely make a difference in there, 100%. So the right hand side now, Matt. Right hand side, we've got Royale. He's good at defending, Matt. He goes forward, but it's that final ball. It's that delivery. He hasn't got it, has he? No. 1 in 10, 1 in 15.
He needs to practice, doesn't he? I think he needs to practice. Yeah. But he needs someone. He needs competition. That's what he needs.
Absolutely. So Content says if there's no competition for Kessie, hold off till the summer. I do not want Coutinho, by the way. He is past it. Dietrich says I would take him, but not play him in a 3-4-3 formation. He need a creative player like was it Grimales from Leon.
Mahrez from Leon.
Yeah.
I don't want any bloody more players from Leon after Ndombele.
Even Red on his port. Yeah. Well, I'll take a break from the French league. So, guys, there is over nearly 20 of you in the chat, guys. Make sure you smash that like, guys. Smash the subscribe if you already haven't, and share this video out. Help us get to 1K as fast as possible. I mean, that'd be fantastic. So, as said, that right-handed side, Matt. The next one up. If I can find him, yes, it's this man, Tariq Lamptey, Matt. He was born on the 30th of the 9th, 2000. He's 21, Matt. He's 5'5". His position is right wing back. He can play as a right back as well, Matt. His current club, obviously, is Brighton. His market value is between 25-30 million pounds at this present as we talk, Matt. His matches played 30, his goals 1, and his assist is 3, Matt. Take it away, Matt. This is the one you want. It's the name you gave to me earlier when we was going through doing the show, Matt. Tariq Lamptey, take it away.
Yeah, he's a. There are a few that I'm positive, but I'm also worried about buying someone like that. Obviously, he had a very serious hamstring injury, and Brighton seem to take him off every sort of 60 minutes, or he can't play a full 90. Now, I don't think that would suit a Conte, to be honest, unless he could get him fitter. Obviously, he's English. He's very bright. He's good on the ball. He's used to, I suppose, playing out from the back under Graham Potter in Brighton's system. There's a gamble there. I do think there is a player in there. But if you look at his underlying stats, he doesn't really get many assists and doesn't really get many goals. Now, whether Conte thinks he can get more out of him, I think he probably could.
Yeah, and if you throw that back up, Matt, his stats there, his matches played is 30, Matt. He's only got 1 goal in the 30 games
he's been
at Brighton. And only 3 assists. And we're all about this guy. Always bombs down the right, always, but he only gets 3 assists. And that's the worrying thing, Matt, as well. We're looking for someone who's going to assist a bit more than that.
But I do think maybe he does put the ball in, but sometimes I don't think Brighton are as clinical as they should be, because I think he should be getting more assists the way those wing backs, bomb on the amount of good crosses that come in the box. But what he will do as well with his pace is he'll open up spaces for our other better players. So. Yeah, I would love him, to be honest. I think he's a live wire. He's very good at defending as well, but he's also he will bomb up that side as well. And I do think he's a very good player who's playing at a good level. My only issue is his hamstring. I'd be worried.
Yeah, at a young age, Matt, at 21, at 21, yeah, it's a bit worried.
He had an operation on it. He was out for, I think it was a year and a couple of months.
It was a lengthy time, and it's a bit worrying, but he is an exceptional player. He really is. Watching him the other night at Chelsea, he was a live wire. Maybe he's not everyone's cup of tea, Matt, but you throw his name into the ring. There's a load of other people as well calling this for Lamptey, and it's an option, Matt. It's an option, and we'll give another option in a minute. Simon says we really have gave ourselves a headache when we sold Trippier. He was a downgrade on Walker, and he didn't have a good final season at the club, but he's still a cut above most of the on the market at the moment. Yeah, I can say, me personally, I think his days like that, I think I've finished really. And to me personally, if I'm honest, Paul says Coutinho, proven player with the Premier League experience, would help out our midfield, lacking worries, lack of creativity, etc. So he's saying, Paul's trying to say that Coutinho is a proven Premier League experience.
He's saying he likes him.
Yeah, absolutely. And Dietrich says, I would take Aaron's on the cheap. I don't like Aaron's.
I think he's dodgy defensively.
Yeah, absolutely. But thanks for your comment there, mate.
Maybe under a better coach he could do well. I don't know.
So, guys, here we go. One last time. We've been talking about this guy, Tariq Lamptey, guys. 25 to 30 million pound. His market value, guys. So
I think he'd be more. Knowing them, I think he would be.
So what do you think, guys, of this guy here, Tariq Lamptey? Would you have him? Or is there someone else in the pipeline? That's what Dietrich says there. Max Aaron's, but I think that boat sailed, I think, with me. So, Matt, we go on to from Tariq Lamptey. We go on to this other one, Matt, that we think he can play on that side as well, who can do a job. And probably Conte can work his magic like what he done with Victor Moses at Inter Milan, like he did with Ashley Young. It's this man here, Adama Traore. Born on the 25th of the 1st, 1996. He's 25, coming up 26. His height is 5 foot 10 position. He's a winger and wing back. So that's an option, Matt. Current team is Wolves. Market value is between 25 million, but today we've been told that apparently, 20 million pound.
How true, do we? But
yeah, we don't know how true that is. And he's played 120 games and only scored 7 goals and only 12 assists. And that's probably the worrying bit, Matt. Them stats there I just read out there. Matt just played 120, only 7 goals in 120 games from an attacking player for a sideless guy. And only assists is 12. And that's not the greatest of records, Matt, is it? But for £20 million, would you take him in January?
I would take the gamble, only because if you can get him for 20 million, I believe even if he had even after 18 months, if you still weren't too sure in him, I reckon you could get near close to that money back for him, to be honest, because I do think other teams would pay money for him because he offers you that pace, that directness, but he's someone I don't think Spurs have, and that's someone who will drive at defenders and terrify them. You look he's played us a couple of times and he's absolutely tore us to pieces, isn't he? Like, you're scared to play him. He brings fouls. If we have he will create more fouls. His crossing will get better. He's not really playing for Wolves as much recently, is he? But
as we said, Matt, he can play as a winger and a wing back.
So he offers you a bit of versatility. Yeah.
There's another option. Apparently, this is the prioritised position for Conte in this window. So this is number one priority, is to get someone who can create more down the wing, because he's massive on wing backs and things like that. So
I think for me, I've looked at stats. He does put crosses into the box, but Wolves don't have when they haven't had Jimenez, they don't have the quality striker of movement to go in behind. And you look at the players they've sort of lost as well. I think compared to Spurs' quality, it would be second to none. And I think if you could get him going at teams and drilling those crosses in, it would create a lot of chances for the likes of Kane, Son, Moura, Vlahovic, if we get him, and people like that. I think it's a gamble worth taking. I think he'd be an exciting signing, and Conte will work with him. Trust me, if he can get Victor Moses to play well, he can get Adama Traore going. And if Adama has anywhere near that season where he was on fire, under someone like Antonio.
Well, Matt, he can finish. We've seen what goals he can score.
He scored against us. He scored against us a couple of times, I think.
Absolutely. Let's welcome in AD Johnson. Happy New Year to you and your family as well, Governor. Hope you had a fantastic time. Hope it going all good for you. I ain't seen you for a long time, matey. So thanks for all your support as well, matey. Derek says, no way, Traore. Dave Tatty says, crap, I missed the start. How long are you lot on with? We're going to be on to, we're going to do an hour. That's all Matt can do. So you can go back, Dave, and have a little look at it. Dave says, Conte could turn Traore into a serial killer. I will take him and use him like a bowling ball down the alley to knock over all the skittles and defenders. Absolutely, mate. He's a big guy. He's 25. He's got age on his side as well. His contract doesn't run out till 2023 as well. So we're looking at about £20 million for Adama Traore. Wolves want to bring 2 or 3 players in this window, so they want money. They need to sell to buy. So he hasn't got the great stats, Matt. We know that, not great stats.
He could though. He could get up there again. There's a player, isn't there? Come on, there is.
Absolutely. Dietrich says, I would take Adama even though his stats don't look good because Wolves don't have good finisher compared to us. He would open the game so much. Absolutely, Dietrich.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Paul says, will we beat off Newcastle to resign Trippier? Do we want to? Exceptional for us at one stage. Paul, I think that boat's out. I think Newcastle can have him now. He's 31 years old.
Yeah.
I think his days.
I don't think he has the pace, to be honest.
I just don't. I think he gave up that last before he went to Atletico Madrid as well. He didn't have a great season, did he, that year? So, I'm not saying he's down tools, but I'll take a miss on that one. Some says when you look at Ashley Young highlight reel pre-Conte, it was literally birdful. I think he can get a lot out of Traore, and for only 20 million, it's a nice option to have. Yeah, Simon, that's what me and Matt said, and I think that's what Matt's going on about. 20 million to steal at 25 years old.
I think if even if it doesn't work out, like I say, after 12 or 18 months, I think you could get it. I think you could get most of that money back anyway. So I think it'd be a no-brainer for me.
So win-win, isn't it, guys? Yeah. So guys, if you're just coming in, guys, we are talking about this guy, Traore.
Maybe even give him Doherty back. I don't know.
The only thing is, as we're looking at his stats there, 120 games played, only 7 goals and 12 assists. He's valued between 20 to 25 million pounds. Would you take him? I think I'll take a gamble on 20 million pounds.
I think I read he's dribbled. He's taken the most dribbles out of anyone in the Premier League, taken the most people on and won. So if you can just get those assists up and get his ratio up, it's a hell of a player.
Right, Matt. So what we've gone through now, we've gone through 2 potentials on the right, going up and down the wing. We've had a Kessie in centre midfield. We've gone through the striker situation. And now let's get on to the creative side, where that's the biggest one on the fans' lips at the minute. The fans want creativeness and we're dying, crying out for creativity. Yesterday just said it all. We can't break down low blocks, can we? No. We need someone who can just create something out of nothing, who can whiz a ball through that iron needle. Do you know what I mean? So to me, this is one of your other players as well, Matt. We've gone with Philip Coutinho, guys. Date of birth is the 12th of 6th, 1992, 29. Coming on 30, guys. He's 5'8". His position is an attacking midfielder or winger. His current team is Barca. His market value is about £16 million. So his record here is between Liverpool, Barcelona, and Munich. He's played 228 games. He's scored 66 goals, and that assist is brilliant. 46 assists. Matt, we're lacking creativity. We're lacking someone to create something to spark the Kane and Son into life when the game not going right. Is this the right player with them stats?
Yeah, I think this is the one for me. He's played in the Premier League. He's played under Liverpool when they were doing their pressing sort of football. So Conte could work with him, I'm sure. He's Brazilian. We've got a couple of Brazilians in the squad. He could link with Lucas Moura. I could see that being a bit of a partnership. He offers you, if Son's out or if he gets an injury, you can play him on the left wing because he's played there before. And you can also play him centrally. I think his stats overall, maybe not great for Barcelona, but every time he's come up against us, I think when we played Bayern
Matt, if you take the whole aspect,
yeah,
majority of that was in the Premier League.
Very good. Let's
right?
have a look at him.
His contract's up in 2023, so he's still got time on that contract at Barcelona. He did sign another contract last year, so that saw him to 2023. And as we said, Matt, it's 228 games between the 3 clubs, 66 goals and 46 assists. It's an unbelievable record for a player that he's lost his way a bit. We have to admit, since he's left Liverpool, he's lost his way a bit. It didn't work at Barca. Ended up work at Munich on loan. Gone back to Barca, still ain't worked. They're trying to flog him around to everywhere. Newcastle, Tottenham, Arsenal. I mean, the names keep rolling off. Philip Coutinho, guys, in the chat as well. Seriously, guys, because we are seriously every fan or every time on Twitter, creativity. That's only what you hear. We need creativity, which is absolutely what I'm banging on about. We do need creativity. I think we're not going to get no one in a real good creative player until the summer. I think if we can get a stopgap in Coutinho on a loan deal, even a loan deal, Matt, playing whatever it is, but do you think that'll work? Do you reckon under Conte, Philip Coutinho could work still in the Premier League?
Yeah, mate. I mean, I'd take the gamble. You know, you've got the World Cup coming this year. Obviously, at the end of the year, I'm sure he's going to want to play for Brazil or try and impress. He's got a lot to prove, mate. I think it's similar to when Jesse Lingard was at Man United, stuck in a bit of limbo, and then he went to West Ham and absolutely, you know, he felt free. And when a player's happy and you know, and to be honest, mate, can he do any worse than Ndombele, Lo Celso, or Dele Alli at this moment in time? No, I don't think so.
Just look at our creativity, as you said there, mate.
Exactly.
The names you rolled off the lip there.
You know, I think
they're not doing it in a minute.
His best season for Liverpool, we played 31 games. He scored 13 goals and got 7 assists. I mean, if he could do anywhere near that enough for Spurs, it just takes a little bit of the burden off other players, doesn't it?
We're talking of Gareth Bale when he come back to Spurs. Everyone, just the other fans, no, he's finished. No, 12 league goals last year, guys. 12 league goals. We're missing this season. 12 league goals. You know what I mean?
And I think the thing,
and Coutinho, he could be the one. He could be the one who come in and surprise a few people.
Yeah, I like the player. I think he's good. I think he's technically good. I think he'd suit Spurs. He's a very flary type player. And I'll tell you one thing he can do that we don't have. He can take set pieces and he can score free kicks because he's done it for Liverpool, but back in the day quite a few times. And he can hit a beautiful, you know, a wonder shot at times. And he'll work hard in your midfield. I'm sure. You know, if you know, I think it would be a no-brainer. I don't know who else there is, mate, to be honest, in terms of for that sort of money. And Barcelona are in a bit of trouble, to be honest, with debt, so they have to sell cheap. So even if we get a loan and get him off the books.
A loan deal, I won't buy this guy because I think in the summer we can go out and we can properly have a look at what's out there in the creativity world. And I think there is a better player than Philip Coutinho. But at the minute, I don't think that sort of player is going to be available.
Yeah, I mean, I can't think of anyone else, really.
Our next best choice is probably Philip Coutinho on loan to the end of the season. Yeah. And with them stats there, he's that blows Ali out the water and Ndombele out the water. The Celso out the water. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. These sort of players who were being brought in to do it consistency week in, week out, which hasn't worked out. So, guys in the chat, a Coutinho, would you take a Coutinho at Tottenham alone till the end of the season, then like a stopgap, and see what we get in the summer?
But it just goes to show you when a player's happy. You know, he went to Bayern Munich and he enjoyed his football again, and he got goals and assists. He played 23 games for Bayern Munich in the 2019-20 season. He scored 8 and assisted 6. I mean, if he did that for Spurs, I'd be happy. Very happy.
If he done that for the second half of the season, Matt,
100%.
Happy days.
Be all over that. Days. I just think
Dave,
like you said,
now, Torre, I want you to pretend the goal is 20 times its size and shoot. Oh dear. Simon says if we can somehow blag someone into buying Doherty for 10 million and then 20 million for an upgrade is a no-brainer. Absolutely, Simon. I think we can get 10 million for Doherty. I really can. Newcastle saying let's flog him off somewhere. And Dave say Torre can beat players, then Kane can tackle him to retrieve the ball for him to stop Torre from shooting a goal. Absolutely.
Well, I'll tell you need a wing back, Chelsea at the moment, so maybe they can have Doherty.
And there's Paul. He's been crying out for the creativity. Yes, Paul, we've been crying out for creativity, Paul. And me and Matt probably thinking, do you know what? It's not gone great, is it, at Barcelona or Bayern Munich? Maybe give him another go under Conte, because Conte won't take no prisoners, and Philip Coutinho would know that. So a loan move for Philip Coutinho, I think that's a no-brainer. Me personally, seriously. Dietrich says, what's this guy? Matt, what's this guy's name again? How do you pronounce that guy?
Oh, I really like him. I can't remember who said that. Szoboszlai or something. He's really good.
Szoboszlai. Yeah, he's a very good player. Very good player. Very good. no to Coutinho. He's passed it and couldn't even make it.
Didn't people say that with Jesse Lingard though? I'm just
Yeah,
saying. And then he went and just.
yeah, absolutely. He's on huge wages. He's not good enough, and I know Conte would not want him. We don't know. We don't know, Dave. We really don't know. He could. He can't even get into a rubbish Barca team. That's probably down to the management as well. It's not always down to the player, Dave. It's all down to the management and what's going on at Barca. It's ugly at Barca at the minute. It's going all wrong. So they're in a massive revamp. At Barca at the minute. So there is other players unsettled at Barca. It's not only Coutinho. Paul says Coutinho's on fire. Dave said they're trying to get rid of Coutinho, and we don't need him. His attitude isn't good, and he's past it. We don't know until we give him a go. I think we should go for that's out the water. We're on about now, Dave. We're on about now, mate. Something just to fill the gap from now to the end of the season. That's what we're on about.
My problem with Maddison is he's sort of friends with Dele Alli, and I feel like he's got that.
And he's another one who gets into too much,
attitude.
goes down very easy, and I think
he's got that similar sort of bad attitude as someone like Ali. I just think we need to stay away from him anyway.
Or Dave says, or take Modric on the year long contract. Another with Modric, huge. You're all about Coutinho, huge wages. This guy's on mega bucks at Real Madrid. This guy's not coming to Tottenham for 100k a week. So it's another. But yeah, I do love Luka Modric. Can he do it still in the Premier League at that age of 34?
I think it'd be too fast paced for him. Way too fast paced for him for me.
And Paul says Conte plus Coutinho equals trophies. Paul's on it tonight. Paul's on it. Dave says that was about 5 seasons ago. Now he's 29 now. Coutinho's past it. He's off it. What we all said about Bale. Well, not me personally, but there's loads of people say about Bale, Dave. Bale at that age, come back to the Premier League, to be too quick for him, blah, 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 blah. 12 goals. Let me just remind everyone in the chat. 12 league goals were missing from last season from Gareth Bale. And that's with no fans in the stadium. Imagine with fans. People shout his name. Wow. I'll take Bale as well.
I'm not sure if I 100% would agree they're all mediocre. He scored against Manchester City, Leicester City. He scored some goals obviously against Burnley and teams like that, but their teams were struggling to beat them.
Important goals
that we're struggling to beat at the moment, So, yeah.
Anyone
in the Premier League's good.
Yeah. I'll never go for Coutinho because he's got be much better than him around. Yeah, this is what I'm trying to say, Dave. We're not trying to say give this guy a 4-year contract. We're on about what's happened, Dave. I don't know if you've heard the news, and I've read into it, and it is a bit true that the fund's a bit tight in a minute. And last week we got told as well by some good sources as well that the main business will be done in the summer. That's when the big business will be done. We're on about now. Me and Matt's on about something just to get from now to the end of the season. There's no, I don't think there's no other better at there at the minute. Just to get around at the minute, Matt. What's available, maybe on the loan deal, to get us through to the end of the season and create something. What better than what we got in a minute? Deja Winks is doing very well now in regards to moving the ball forward and put it into right space for Kane, Son, and Lucas. I still say we need more. I still say we need more. Sorry, but can't get on the past it train. Laugh out loud, lads. How much would Maddison cost? 60, 70 million. That's what Leicester will want. I just see Coutinho as an overpaid Mercury looking for the last. They'll say that about Bale. I'm not just saying Bale time, but they said that about Bale. Coutinho looked awesome at buying, but he's still a risk for 40 million, and we're not saying about buying, guys. But let's get out the window. Me and Matt was on about loan till the end of the season, and that's it. He can go back.
Plus, we're hearing that it'll be about 15 million to actually buy him. Barcelona can't afford to ask for a price like 40 million. It won't be that. It will be about 15 million.
Yeah, absolutely. And Simon says that Dave too harsh Bale was out injured for most of the time and still put up those kind of numbers. How many does Gio score and assist when he comes back? Absolutely spot on the money,
100%.
Simon. Absolutely, 100%. 100%. Absolutely. Dave said, well, he spends so much time on the bench, guys. So, and those comments about only using Spurs to keep fit for the national team really hurt me as a supporter. I don't think he meant it like that. Me personally, I don't think I'm reading the right thing. But Dave said, I have news now, guys. Go on, Dave. You tell us, lad. Dara, thanks for coming in, pal. Thanks for your support in 2021. Happy New Year to you and your family. He's 29 last year. He's 29 last year or the year before. He was the Bayern and he was with Bayern and ripped Barca to bits. Brilliant playmaker. Would love him. Absolutely. Oh man, there's another one who like to have Coutinho. Dave said Spurs website parity to reporting trying to persuade Rudiger to come to Spurs as Chelsea are in chaos now with Lukaku wanting to jump ship and Rudiger wanting out. Well,
what a player he would be. What a left centre back that would be.
Dave, what site is this? I'm gonna have a look at this when we finish this. Tell us what site is this, lad.
I have heard that, but I know Rudiger is on serious wages, like serious
Rudiger
wages.
was absolutely sublime tonight against Liverpool. What a defender! What a defender!
Yeah, he would be good, but
in order to get him, we need to pay him 200 grand a week. I'll pay it. Me personally,
I think he's worth that. I think he's solid.
Basuma, Hoiberg plus cash. Absolutely, yes. Derek, 15 mil if we can get him for that much. Now forget the loan, get the pen and paper. You'll be daft not to take a punt at that when you're desperate for a creative type. Just need to keep the wages down. Absolutely, Simon. Absolutely. And if that's true, what Matt said, it's true because I've looked it up as well. It's about £16 million they're going to want for Coutinho. And I'm trying to get on to the next one. Dara says we're trying to bring him in summer, not January. Who we're talking about, Dara, for there. Danny, thanks for coming in, pal. Thanks for your support in 2021. Happy New Year to you and your family. I'm sorry. Well, sorry, guys. I'm sorry. We're talking about going for players who are well finished there, mate. I'm sorry. This is not the same Coutinho who was at Liverpool. This guy getting offered about to any team. We don't know.
How do you know? He's not even playing.
Mate.
He's not even playing for
the
Barcelona.
Thing is, right, under Barca and all that, he may not have a coach. He may not have a coach as well who's kicking him up the arse all the time and just letting him have a free rein all the time. You know what I mean? Just collecting a wage. With him under Conte, I'm telling you now, Dan, maybe we're wrong. Maybe not. It's worth a punt, I think, to the end of the season. At least to the end of the season. I'm not saying go out there and give him mega contract.
He must have something to prove. He's not just going to be, I've played for Liverpool, I've played for Barcelona, I've played for Bayern Munich, and everyone thinks I'm crap now. Like, yeah, I just think it's worth a gamble. I think it's a good gamble to take, but
yeah. Cremation of goals for now. Where are the goals required coming from? So, what if players are just here to stay fit? We require goals for upcoming seasons, not 5 years time. There goes Paul. I don't know who's actually on about there, but so guys in the chat so far, make sure you smash the like, guys. Keep the comments coming, guys. Smash the subscribe, share this channel out. Let's get Premier Hotspur TV to 1K subs. We're 280 away, guys. We're nearly there. Let's get us there, guys. It'll be fantastic before probably end of February time. We've got Joe's there as well. Saying Adama as right wing back, 20 million looking Spurs bounds. Here we go.
Apparently he wants the move as well, from what I've heard anyway. But
so Matt, let's go through it. Let's go through it again, Matt. We're on to our last player now. So we've gone through Adama Traore, we've gone through a Philip Coutinho, we've gone through a Frank Kessie, we've gone through a Tarek Lamptey, we've gone through a Dusan Vlahovic, now a centre back, mate. Couple of names been floating about, but I've gone through this one, Matt, and I think this one could be. I know the Rugilas quite a good one, but would he come? I don't know. possibility. And there's
Why
been
not?
like Skriniar's, the vibe of Inter Milan as well. I mean, you can roll them off, Matt. But I think this one, Matt, I've looked this guy up, and I've been quite. It's this guy's Anastro Bastoni from Inter Milan. He's a left-sided centre back, Matt. Left footer. He's he's born on the 13th of the 4th, 1999. He's 22, guys. He's 6'3". He's a big guy, big, powerful guy, and he's played near on every minute as well in that back three of Inter Milan. And he played very well against Real Madrid that last time out as well. And his market value is between 50 to 60 million pounds. Matches played for Inter Milan is 75 games. He's scored twice, assisted 4 goals. He's a left-sided centre-back guy. He's been crying out for one. And I think this guy's got a good shout. Anastro Bastoni. Matt, give us your options on this one. Give us your opinion.
Yeah, no, I do. I really do rate him and like him. I'm just thinking money-wise, that's quite expensive for a centre back.
But he's 22. That's it.
Yeah,
That's
he
the
is
thing.
22.
He's got a good, and he's left-footed as well. He's strong. Yeah, he's 6'3". I mean, he's a powerhouse.
Yeah, I would like him, but I want Rudiger. I think if you want to be a big club, Spurs, I think you should go and try and persuade him to come under Conte. He's a left-sided centre back. He's used to the Premier League. He's used to playing high intense football. These Italian guys who come into the league, it's a whole different ball game in the Premier League with the pace, the schedule, and things like that. I'd take him or Rudiger. There's loads of other options, but I do think he's a very good player. 22 years of age, could be the future of Tottenham in defence with someone like Romero and someone like that. There's a lot of options out there. You've got that Ramagnoli from AC Milan. He's on a free in the summer as well. I think that could be an option at left centre back. He's a bit older, but he's a good Italian experienced defender. Something we don't necessarily have. All our ones are sort of young, aren't they, and a bit erratic. But yeah, no, I do like Bastoni, and I think he would suit the Premier League with his physicality and his height and the way he reads the game as well. I think he brings the ball out of the back from the back really well as well. I think for me, if I could choose, one centre back, I really like Tony Rudiger. But that I like Bastoni as well. So, but no, it would be Rudiger for me. But it would be hard to get him, and there'd be a lot of clubs after him.
Absolutely, mate. We've got some comments to catch up here, matey. Simon says Barca are doing it the hard way because they need to stabilise themselves for the future. So I can see Coutinho being frozen out to push in the youth and make sure to offload him from the wage bill. Darv says, yeah, Rudiger with Coutinho. The only thing I'll ask myself, have we someone better? No on Dombele, Deli, Gio, this better than all three, in my opinion. Absolutely. 100%. Dan say, I've heard West Ham are in for Torah. Yeah, apparently so. This Dan.
Is what I'm saying. I think just go and get it done before West Ham get in there.
Yeah, I don't think he'll choose West Ham over Tottenham anyway.
No, I don't think he would.
No chance. Bastoni is an amazing, but it's not possible. Inter will never sell him. We don't know.
And all clubs will sell at the right price.
And Inter are in trouble as well with money. We're all about Barca. Inter as well, the same with money trouble as well. Dave said Coutinho gets around 380 grand a week at Barca, and Lively is willing to match these wages, which is crazy to me. Coutinho is never worth that in wages per week, so I'm not happy about him. I don't think he'll be getting that.
He'll have to take a pay cut, like Bale would have had to. So
yeah, would love Rudiger at Spurs. He's a beast.
He's
absolutely
so good.
Dan says, I think we should go for Botman. Apparently that deal for Newcastle's done. That's what I've heard. Apparently in the next week or so, Botman to Newcastle.
I haven't heard that.
Apparently so. We match more cheaper. That's the thing. We don't want to go for the cheaper option, Dan.
I
expect your opinion, matey. But while we got Conte, we know we're Conte for long. Let's get the ones he wants. Let's get the big dogs in. The big dogs, not these cheaper options. We've been down the cheaper option before. It hasn't worked.
Well,
Let's go and get the real deals. Let's go get the number ones. We know.
Yeah.
On the other side, Daniel Levy doesn't like doing that, but come on. Having Conte is a 1 in a million. Seriously, having Conte, and we've got to do everything in our power, because I think if we give him the tools, the players, he will deliver trophies. Trust me.
Go and get Rudiger. Just say, look, you're going to play under Conte, you're going to play with Kane, you're going to play with Son, not fucking Pulisic and Lukaku or whatever it is, Lukaku. Like, come and play with the big dogs, all right?
The big dogs.
Yeah, exactly.
Joe says, I can't see that Milan defender coming. We've got to pay 45 million in the summer for Romero. No, come on, guys. Positive, guys. Come on. Simon says, my cousins who follows Italian football calls him Bastaradoni. All right, okay. You know he's a top drawer if he's already gotten under opposition fans' skins at that age. Absolutely. I've watched him a few times. This guy is a very good defender. Very good. Someone who does everything basic, all the basics well. Strong, good in the air, good on the floor, left-sided centre-back.
But if I offered you him or Rudiger, who are you taking?
I'll take Bastoni, younger age.
Really? Oh, I'll take Rudiger.
In the chat, guys, Bastoni or Rudiger. I think I know who's the one's going to go, but here we go. I'll go with that one. Jay says Rudiger is a decent, but he will want big wages. Big dogs, big wages. That's what I say. Rudiger not happening. Chelsea would not allow
it to happen.
It's
not up to Chelsea if he's on a free.
No,
it's not
absolutely.
It's what Sol Campbell did to us.
The son's unbelievable, but it would be a tough one to get over the line. I like Tarkowski.
No, I watched him today. He was shocking.
No. That's going down to the small dogs. We're going backwards that way, Dara, for that one, matey. Simon says West Ham are in for him. That's scary. Who do you worry about the most out of Antonio and Traore? Seriously, if there is a straight run between Tottenham and West Ham, Traore is coming to Tottenham 100%. If Tottenham are very interested, there's only one club.
If both teams give the money that Wolves want, which if it's 20 million or 22 million or whatever it is, he chooses Spurs.
Absolutely. They say, to be honest, just like many of us just wish to end the trophy drought, our trophy cabinet is literally collecting cobwebs and shambolic, to be honest. Absolutely, Paul. Absolutely. It's been too long and we need to end it. Cole, yes, Cole. Thanks for coming in, my friend. Evening, gents. Judges says, I have just read that Coutinho and Conte do not agree with the players that we want to buy. I'm sorry, but but that is not good sign.
Where have you read that?
It's too many flipping sources going around. You know what I mean?
Plus, they're not going to agree. They're not going to agree on everyone, are they? There's going to be
more cheaper options. Been there, done that. Absolutely, Paul. Absolutely. Paul Brown says surely. Dave says Paul. Surely there must be a bargain. 24 to 25-year-old creative midfielder around who's better than Coutinho. Not this stage. Ruger's fan. He's got my vote. I want to see him go. Sorry, no. Right, okay. Dave says I do not want Coutinho. He's too lightweight for me, and I feel he's past it. Dan says Ruger is one tackle away from battling an opposition player on the pitch, which is quick. Mate, laugh out loud. Dara says, haha, I'll take Ruger, but I say Conte would take Bastari. He brought him through at Inter. Absolutely. Cole says, if I just hit buzzers make someone. Sorry, guys. We literally linked to everyone in the Italian media today. Lukaku wants to leave Chelsea to join Conte at Spurs. Haha, Wallace slowly. Now on news now. That is just fucking full of
I've
crap.
never heard of that. I've never heard of it.
That is a site. Go on Google, type in that news now. It's a load of old rubs. Seriously. Dave said, "What about Ward-Prowse from Southampton, a set piece specialist, which is exactly what? Yeah, but he's good at that. But what else does
He's
he
going
do?
to be 40, 50 million at least.
Absolutely." Jake said, "Lads, have you got any players Liverpool can have for free and that can play for free? Only way Liverpool get you got a
You can have
decent squad,
Doherty.
Jake.
You can have
Come on."
Doherty if you want.
Yeah, exactly. Wayne said, "Evening, gents. What's up, Levy? What's up with Levy? He should sign 20 players by now." Wayne, we know you've been supporting as long as we have, matey. We know what he's like. Paul says, but Wayne, thanks for coming in, though, matey. Happy New Year to you and your family, mate. Thanks for all the continued support you give this channel, mate. Absolutely. Paul says, Dave, very possible, but tired of pinning hopes on prospects. Absolutely. Got to stop that. So, guys, we have gone through all of it. We have gone through every single one. I'll put them back up. We have gone through Laflalovic. We have gone through Kessies. We have gone through the Tarek Lampteys. We have gone through Astro Bastoni and Dara Traore and Philip Coutinho. We've gone through all these 6 players. These are the ones really it's been on the lips of all media hype at the minute, linked with the thing along with Lukaku today. How true, how much you read into that. But that's our first update. That's our first show. We will be doing this regularly, guys. So we'll be doing this once a week, maybe twice. It depends what gets broken, what what players we sign. So we hear anything, we'll be straight on that stream and doing it. So guys, thanks for everyone who's tuned in tonight. Absolutely fantastic support again. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you already haven't, guys. Share this out to your family and friends. We are on for 280 away now for 1K, guys. 280 away. We're very close to that 1K mark, guys. And smash the like, subscribe if you already haven't, guys. And one last thing, let's congratulate We Are Tottenham TV. Absolutely fantastic. Let me just take that off for a minute. Yes, let's congratulate We Are Tottenham TV, guys. 100k subscribers. Absolutely milestone that is. Great achievement by Sim and Ben and the backroom guys who make everything happen as well. Absolutely fantastic. And may it continue as well, because that's when I started out watching and I got the bug for it. So they're the ones to go to still, guys. So big up Ben and Sim over We Are Tottenham TV. 100k subscribers. Now they're gonna get one of them things now, Matty. Wait on the out that. One of them plaques now. So well done to Ben and Sim. Absolutely fantastic. And he did say yesterday as well. I heard Ben said we've got more followers than what holds Wembley Stadium. I mean, and that just it makes you stand up, and it's crazy amount of followers. And they work hard. They're there every day doing it, and it's brilliant. I mean, so fair play to Ben and Sim. And one day it could be us. And just cheers, lads, from Dara. Thanks very much, pal. Report considered to be funds Spurs transfer plans for January and next summer. Good stream, lads. Thank you very much, Paul. Thank you very much. Joe says I can only see Adama coming to us if the money we have. The players that will leave us will be loans with obligation to buy. Cole says, Jake, you can have Ndombele as a swap deal with Salah or Kane. We are not greedy. Big up, Lewis. Hello, lads. We're just going out now, matey. Thanks for coming in. Spurs to be offered Isco from Real Madrid in a couple of days.
I'd rather have Coutinho than him.
Absolutely. Big up, We Are Tottenham TV as well. Big up to absolutely in the pond. So hopefully we'll be with the big dogs one day with the We Are Tottenham TV, lads. So I said big up to everyone in the chat. Thank you very much. A great chat tonight. There's some good crowd in tonight. Thank you very much for everyone who's tuned in. Thanks for the support. Hope it continues. You keep following us. We will be doing weekly ones of this one. And lastly, the update on Bob's earlier was good. So he's got a long way still, but the update is good. He's slowly responding to the antibiotics, apparently, according to the people who's on Bob's side at the minute. So that's good news. So a long way for Bobs to keep fighting. Keep out there, Bobs. We're in there, matey. We'll see you soon, matey. And say once and again, guys, thank you for everyone who tuned in tonight. Matt's going to go out now. Good night. God bless. Hope you enjoyed the stream. And make sure you leave the comments as well after as well, guys. And we're going to leave you with this, guys, on the way out. So good night. God bless, guys. You can have one little look at the players who could be coming in again. So good night, God bless, guys, and come on, you Spurs! Come on, guys!